Posh. Right, little trade recap. Ignore this, literally just took an L, but we're gonna go to where we took a W. Okay, so I'm just gonna describe kind of what I'm sort of testing out here and what's going on. So, mark our Asia session with the indicator. Mark our Asia lows and Asia highs. If we want to take sells, then we're targeting Asia highs. If we want to take buys, we'll target Asian lows. So I mark up pre-London, and yesterday pre-London was really, really expansive, which I wasn't really used to. So I was kind of like, I feel like I adapted pretty well. So pre-London was hella expansive. We then had a sweep of all of this liquidity here. And I was like, okay, I'm going to hop on the 15 minute and wait for an inversion to target price to come back to this sort of pre-London 15 minute and Asia lows. There's quite a lot of draws here, and I was like, yeah, we're going to take this. So I rocked out the 15 minute bearish fair value gap, waited for price to inverse it, took the first entry on the candle closure. Then I took another entry on the retest of the 15 minute. So I initially entered in with 1% risk, then I layered at 0.5% risk, had TP set at Asia lows, and then obviously, as we can see, price played out quite nicely. Right, bearing in mind this is a short recap, I'm gonna go for this recap this trade here that I literally just took and just lost. So as we can see, Asia marked out, wanted to take sells today. Poor setup. This is poor for me. I for some reason wanted to take sells from Asian lows when actually I had this marked out. I had this marked out, like this was the initial setup that I had marked out. This 1 hour fair value gap sweeping Asia highs. But I was like, I don't see price coming all the way back up to Asia highs once we've swept Asia lows. But I do actually think that's going to happen. So I should have been more confident in myself and price action and my strategy. Pretty poor. I also then had to give my mate a lift. So I didn't really want to set the limit. I kind of wanted to wait for price to close outside so it inversed the 15 minute that we traded off yesterday. And I was like, all right, I want to wait for price to close outside of here. And obviously, as we can see, price never closed here, but I wasn't here to watch this. I had to give my mate a lift. So I just set a limit and I was like, all right, it is what it is. Was this loss avoidable? Yes. Was the setup poor anyway? Yes. But could I have avoided a loss by actually being on the charts? Yes. Is what it is, but listen, we're 2 for 4 and we're at 50% win rate so far, just testing this in live market situations. And as we can see, we've sort of been hitting 1 to 4s pretty consistently. I said I only hit it twice, but I've only traded 4 times. And obviously max losses of 1% because risk management. So yeah, poor from me. If price does actually come up here, I probably will take a re-entry if I'm here to take it, because I think that is the actual setup that's playing for today. Don't really know why I took this trade, but no, I do. But it could have been avoided if I was actually at the charts. And normally, I'm obviously not giving a lift to my mates in the morning, so this would have been avoided. But hey ho. Anyway. That's just a little trade recap on GBP USD. That's kind of what I've been trading a lot recently, purely because I don't know, trading Forex with sessions. I haven't even looked into gold. I haven't even tested out gold, but I think it's probably best to just stick to one pair and collect data and get used to it on one pair. And then once I'm confident, then maybe we look to other pairs. But as of now, just one pair will do. Cheers for watching, guys, and if you're interested in trading or anything like that, just drop me a message. I'm happy to help you get started, point you in the right directions. Obviously, I'm not profitable yet, no one's saying I am, but I do actually somewhat know what I'm talking about, and yeah, I can point you definitely in the right direction, give you some give you some decent pointers if you want to start, and I'll be happy to help. But yeah, peace, love. Come back again, follow the channels. Obviously I'm always posting every day, so consistency, and you obviously get to see my videos. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, you know the drill. Give them a follow, give it a like, give it a comment. I'll reply to every comment. Everything always gets a response. Wash.